Hello and welcome to Sweet Pea Tales. This is Radhika and today's story is called Mickey's Present. No, my dear friends, we are not talking about Mickey Mouse from Disney. Mickey is a little boy. So let's find out what this present thing is all about. One day, Miss Brown, the children's school teacher, spoke to the children rather sadly. "You will be sorry to hear that poor little Ronnie is very ill," she said. "He will have to lie in bed at least 2 months, and he will not be allowed to see anyone for a long time." The children were sorry. "Can we do anything to make things nicer for him?" asked Jane, who was always the first to be kind. "Well," said Miss Brown, "you might buy him a book or two when you have the money, or jigsaw puzzles perhaps. Something like that. It'll be very dull for the little boy." Mickey listened to what Miss Brown said. He was very fond of Ronnie because he and Ronnie loved the same things. They never wanted to go into the hot, stuffy cinema on Saturdays as so many of the others did. They loved to go out together into the country lanes and fields and watch the birds and animals there. Once they had seen a grey squirrel hiding his nuts. Another time they had found a prickly hedgehog, and he had rolled himself up into a ball as soon as he had seen them coming. They often listened to the birds singing, and Mickey told Ronnie what they all were. They watched the rabbits playing in the evening and had a much better time than the children who had gone to the cinema. Mickey felt very sorry for Ronnie. Now he won't be able to watch the birds and animals as he loved to do. "I shall miss him dreadfully," thought Mickey. "I will take him a present." But Mickey had no money to buy a present. He didn't even get 10 pence a week because his mother was very poor. Mickey asked her if he could have some money to get Ronnie a book or a puzzle. "I haven't the money to spare," said his mother. "You know I had to buy you a pair of new boots last week, Mickey." "Well, mother, couldn't you even spare me some money for a Sunny Stories?" asked Mickey. "I could just get that for Ronnie. He does so like the stories in it, you know." "Not 20, not 10, not even 1 penny," said his mother firmly. "If you want to give Ronnie something, you must give him one of your own toys." Mickey went to look at his toys, but dear me, they were a very poor, broken lot. "They're not fit to give to anybody," thought poor Mickey. He sat and wondered about Ronnie. It must be horrid to lie in bed day after day with only the clouds to watch moving in the sky. How he would miss the birds he loved. And then, as Mickey sat and thought, such a splendid idea came to him. He leapt up and clapped his hands. "Of course, I'll make him a bird table and fix it up just outside his bedroom window if his mother will let me. I'll put food on it every day for the birds, and Ronnie can lie and watch them and be happy." Making a bird table didn't cost Mickey even 1 penny. He took a piece of wood from the shed, and looked about for a stick for a leg. His mother gave him an old broom handle. Just the thing. He nailed the flat piece of wood onto the leg. There was the table. He put it over his shoulder and marched off to Ronnie's house. Ronnie's bedroom was downstairs. Mickey saw Mrs. Leslie in the garden and he spoke to her. "Please, Mrs. Leslie," he said, "I've got a present for your Ronnie. It's a bird table. May I put it up just outside his window? He does so love the birds, you know." "How very kind of you, Mickey," said Mrs. Leslie. "Poor old Ronnie feels so dull now, lying in bed day after day. He's tired of his books and puzzles. He will love to watch the birds." Mickey put up the table just outside Ronnie's window. Ronnie was fast asleep, so Mickey tried not to make any noise. He dug a hole for the broom handle and then fixed it hard in the earth, treading it down firmly. The top of the table was just above Ronnie's window sill. He would be able to see the birds beautifully when they came. "Mrs. Leslie, I'll go out into the lanes each Saturday and find some things that the birds love to eat," said Mickey. "They love berries, you know, and seeds of all kinds. I'll collect lots. And I'll ask my uncle for one of his big sunflower heads. That can go on the table too. The birds will come to peck out the seeds, and if I can get a few monkey nuts, I will. The bluebirds love those." "You're a kind fellow, Mickey," said Mrs. Leslie. "Ronnie will be so pleased." Mickey ran home, wondering what Ronnie would say when he woke up. And what did Ronnie say? He was simply delighted. His mother had spread some crumbs on the table, and already one robin and 3 sparrows were hopping there. "Mother, who gave me that?" cried Ronnie in delight. "Oh, what fine fun I shall have every day watching my birds. I shall soon know every one." Each day the table was spread with bits and pieces, bones for the starlings, bread for the robins, scraps for the sparrows, bits of potato for the thrushes and blackbirds. They all came and pecked hungrily. Then Mickey brought berries and seeds, and you should have seen how the birds loved those. When the doctor came in 2 weeks' time, he was surprised to see how much better Ronnie was looking. "He seems so bright and happy," he said to Mrs. Leslie. "That is splendid." "Look, this is what keeps him so interested and happy," said Mrs. Leslie, and she showed the doctor the bird table. On it were 7 starlings, 4 sparrows, 1 robin, 2 chaffinches, 3 hummingbirds, 1 blackbird, and 1 thrush. And really the table could hardly hold any more. "What a good idea," said the doctor. "No wonder Ronnie looks so bright. I really think, Mrs. Leslie, that he might have a friend to tea next week, just to cheer him up a bit." Ronnie was so pleased. And whom do you suppose he asked to come to tea? Yes, Mickey, of course. And together the 2 friends watched the birds having their tea at the same time. "It was kind of you to give me such a lovely present as that, Mickey," said Ronnie. Well, it wasn't much of a present, said Mickey. It didn't cost even a penny. It's the nicest present of the lot, said Ronnie. You took the trouble to think of what I really would love, Mickey, and I do love it too. It's my favorite present. It was rather a good present, wasn't it? It would be lovely if every girl and boy could have a bird table to watch. They really are such fun. Well, sweet peas, I think that was very thoughtful and kind of our dear little friend Mickey to think of such a lovely present as a bird table for Ronnie, something his friend really loved and enjoyed. Now tell me, have you ever come up with an idea like that? Could be for a family or a special friend when you thought of giving them a special present, especially something that you've made yourself. It could even be a small card. Well, that's all for now. Do take very good care of yourselves and remember to smile. Bye bye.